Yo, what's going on guys? Arekkz here, welcome back to another Destiny video, and in today's video I wanted to talk a little bit more about ornaments, whilst also showing you guys some pretty awesome new images of some of the upcoming armor sets. In the most recent This Week at Bungie, Deed shared some links to some of Destiny's artists' ArtStation pages now that they've updated them with their Rise of Iron work. For the most part it's stuff that we've seen before, but the nice thing about these images on ArtStation is that they are the whole thing. Nice, clear images and lots of sweet looking armor and even some weapons. However, before I do that, I wanted to talk about ornaments again. Now, I've spoken about these in the past, but while I was at Gamescom, I had a chance to chat with Arekkz and got a few more details that I thought might be of interest to you guys. Also, speaking of that interview, I'll be uploading the full thing next week, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, if you do enjoy this, then as always, a like would be super appreciated, and comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So to begin with, there will be 22 ornaments available when Rise of Iron launches next month on September 20th. 22 in total. That includes ornaments for gear and for weapons. On the gear front, only 3 of the new armor sets will actually support ornaments. That's the Raid set, the Trials of Osiris set, and the Iron Lord set. Note that the Iron Banner and the Archon's Forge sets will not have ornaments, nor will any of the faction or vendor gear either. So whenever you see this flaming gear, this is the Iron Lord gear with an ornament on. And just super quickly, if this is the first time you're hearing the word ornament, ornaments are new cosmetic items that function in a similar way to chroma. They go into a slot on a select piece of armor or an exotic weapon, but instead of just applying a glow, they change the geometry of the gear and also the effect and the colour at times. So the Iron Lord set is perhaps the greatest example of a drastic change. This is the base Iron Lord set, and these are the ornament variants, so of course pretty drastic difference. Trials of Osiris gear gets this sort of hologram overlaying the armor, and the Raid gear just gets this kind of shiny glow. Also, by the way, I did ask at Gamescom, sadly shaders won't affect the colour of, say, some of the special effects on ornaments. So, for example, don't think you can go and get bright green holograms on the Trials gear or blue flames in the Iron Lord gear. Of course, you can still change the colour of the armour itself, but any of these special effects, like the flames or those holograms, will remain the colour that you see them. But it will still be pretty cool. I mean, Trials of Osiris in like all black with that hologram on top, that would look pretty badass. But anyway, a lot of that has been discussed before. What I wanted to focus on here was the number 22. 22 ornaments at launch, including gear and weapons. Now, if we know that there are only 3 armor sets that use ornaments, and each armor set is comprised of 5 pieces, a helmet, chest, gloves, legs, and a class item, not sure if class items have ornaments or not, so it's either 4 or 5. The question remains, are the armor ornaments just of one type, i.e. you can choose the piece or the slot that they go into, or are they more granular? If they are specific to the piece of armor, then that would mean out of the 22, 12 to 15 of those ornaments, depending on whether we include class items or not, would be armor ornaments, leaving just 7 to 10 for weapons. However, we already know that Monte Carlo, Hawkmoon, Nemesis Star, and Kvozdov have 2 each, which is obviously a total of 8. So if the armor ornaments were part specific, then that would of course mean that the rest of the exotic weapons wouldn't change much, which I think is unlikely because there are no doubt many more exotics that we have yet to see. So assuming then that armor ornaments instead only take up 3 of those 22 slots, then that leaves 19 ornaments for weapons. Assuming each weapon has 2 options for the most part, then that's 9 or 10 exotic weapons that we can expect to have ornaments, which is pretty damn cool. And that's kind of it. I just wanted to share that information with you guys because there's been a lot said about ornaments over the past few weeks, and of course I've done a couple of videos on them. But having had some more specific information, I thought it was kind of handy to try and work out just how much variety we're going to be getting from these ornaments. For the remainder of this video, I'm just going to scroll through some of the new ArtStation images. I'll leave a link to the Bungie blog post down below in case you guys want to check these images out for yourself. But in the mix we have new gear sets, some Trials weapons, a wolf, and a few other things as well. But that's it from me, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And also, just for fun, let me know which exotic weapon you guys would most like to see have an ornament. Whether it be Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, I don't care. Just let me know which of your all-time favourite exotic weapons you would love to see have an ornament. Personally, I would love to see Icebreaker come back and have like a crazy ornament that makes it look like a chainsaw instead of a hedge trimmer. But anyway, yeah, let me know something like that. But thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.